Peter Glatz, we are here at the Euroclassica Conference 2024. You are the representative of Austria. Can you tell us what Euroclassica, what is the role of Euroclassica actually?
Yes, the Euroclassica is the Federation of classical teachers around Europe, and every year we meet at one town, in one town for the Congress, and we are promoting the teaching of classical languages. And my role in the Euroclassica, I'm the delegate of Austria, and since several years I am member of the board. And as the member of the board, I'm responsible for the web page and for the publications. So I published the book European Symbols, United in Diversity. It's a European school book for pupils, and the main goal is European citizenship. The common ancient heritage in many countries of Europe is the focus of this book. And the second is I publish a magazine, Cursor, or Cursor, you can spell it in both ways. This is the magazine, and there are always some articles in English also, more in German, one or two articles in French. So we are a kind of Middle European journal for promoting the classics.
So what is the current situation actually in Austria when it comes to teaching classic language?
Yes, the classical languages in Austria are quite flourishing. We have good, satisfactory numbers of pupils, but as in many other countries in Europe, we have a little bit too less teachers. So this is a problem we have to solve in future. We have modern curricula, modern books. The didactics are really satisfactory, and we see the teaching of classics is also a teaching of literature, and we are teaching not only texts from ancient times, but also from the Middle Ages and from modern times. So we have, for instance, a poem about 9/11 in a Horatian way, which is really fascinating and has a wonderful message. And the last two are teaching of classics is teaching of politics. For instance, democracy. We are reading very fundamental texts about society and how to live together in a state. And the last one, of course, we are teaching European culture, European politics, the feeling of being a European citizen. Not only a citizen of a nation, but also a citizen of Europe. That's very important for us. And concluding this, where Latin and Greek are really interdisciplinary subjects. And we work on relativizing the present times and to work with historical communication. So to understand the present times by knowing where we come from.
Okay. We are here in the Euroclassica. You also, the book presentation, you have contributed to the book called Teaching Classic Worldwide, the first chapter. Can you just tell me a little bit about what was it like for you, or what did you think the book will possibly generate or create or maybe inspire?
Yes, it's a fascinating book. We have seen the map of the whole world, wherever classics are taught, and to compare the situations is very interesting. Of course, in Europe, there are many more locations where the classics are taught because it's a European source, something like that. But so the globalization is a very important thing, and in this comparison of teaching classics, we can get many inputs, I think, for our teaching. And of course, also it's important to see where are the problems. There are many problems that are the same. For instance, we have to work very hard on getting more Latin teachers because we have many pupils that's the good thing. But if we don't have the teachers, then the governments may say, okay, then we stop this. And of course, we are very proud of our subject, and we really think that we teach very important competencies, so that the pupils acquire really important competencies. We think for the society and for living together in modern times.
I mean, the book is to also one of the reasons it was published is to encourage teachers, to get more teachers into teaching, like you just explained. But also it shows a lot of diversity. Is that also a very important issue?
Yes, of course. There, as we heard, in Europe, especially in the German-speaking countries, the focus was very long on grammar. And of course, grammar is important, but we have to do more. We have to teach culture and the background of the texts, so that was ancient literature tells us is seen by the pupils, so they understand what the ancient authors will tell us what is relevant for our modern times.